All right, welcome everyone to the Cross Keys brackets match. We have, I think, 14 or so players here, all racing against each other for a shot at glory. I can't remember how many people are advancing, but we'll get that
10.
information to you. 10 people are advancing. So 10 people are advancing out of the, I think, 14 or so races that we have here today. And today we are going to be featuring Gamma Chew versus FakerJr. I'm sure everyone knows who Gamma Chew is, a very long time runner, and FakerJr, upcoming runner, been playing for about 2 or 3 years. Both are very, very good. FakerJr NMG runner. Gamma Chew is obviously just Gamma Chew, the bomb helmet thrower. Today we have Kotose and Leaf on the comms. We'll waste no time and we'll hand it right over. It's all yours.
Thank you, Bitey. Yeah, I'll admit, I imagine that FakerJr's been playing longer than 2 to 3 years. His career's gone, but given his dad, but
Both starting sank today.
both starting sank. Always, I do like seeing how people start. I like seeing where this is early, and it just has to be right here next to the Houlihan drop down.
Gamma decides to do Houlihan immediately. Don't blame him. I know that whenever I do normally the Houlihan start, where you start at Link's house and fake flipper over to Houlihan, and I'm always very sad when I see Sanctuary over here.
Oh, it's kind of sad to see, but you can work around that. In this case, you just get the money early. I especially appreciate Gamma not even turning around and go back in, knowing he's going to quit back later. And Gamma gets both 50-50 bombs.
Nice! To be so lucky.
I mean, it is Gamma. Gamma is lucky. That is part of his brand.
Faker decides to kill a guard. It only drops a heart, unfortunately.
I mean, the heart tells us it's one of 2 packs. We don't know enough to know if it's the heart pack or the high value pack that you normally get on like Gibdos. No, normally that's on Pokies and other assorted.
You got me. I never memorized my packs. Just bombs on the race game, so I don't think we're going to be coming back to that.
And bombs on the. Luckily, getting bombs out of that chicken house, so we get to go back into Kakariko with bombs. Early heart containers are nice.
Never turn them down. If it was a piece of heart, I'd turn it down. But full hearts this early on, definitely.
I mean, it kind of depends on how far out of the way I have to go.
Yeah, right. The damn.
Floodgate. And a bottle. So, no leaving sick kid around today.
Good, no one likes that fetch quest.
Especially when fetch quest involves connectors over to like, Mimic Cave.
The worst. So our runners are not deviating at all. They're on the exact same path. I'm sure that'll change shortly.
I mean, when you get to Kakariko, there are only a handful of deviations you can really make when routing through Kakariko.
Definitely true. Some people like to take an early connector, some people like to take a connector right after they find Pearl, and some people just explore the whole dang town.
I mean, I think that partly depends on where your spawns are, and in this case, our known spawn is on the other side of the map.
You're right, there's no easy access to CAC so far, not unless we find an early flute, so they're definitely going to want to prioritize clearing all these entrances.
Faker just not getting those 50-50 bombs today.
Mm-mm. Luckily, the chests have some bombs.
And we have one of our first key sightings. That was a small key to Turtle Rock in the back of the tavern.
Oh, we've got a dark room. Which one is it? It wasn't Mountain Start. I think it was the Dark Connector.
Yeah, I'm thinking that was the Scent Cave. I just don't know which side it was. That's the bottom of Spectacle Rock.
Yeah, we don't... Nice thing about finding the bottom of that is you don't have to worry about dropping down at it later on. You can just check the item and ignore it.
Uncle in the magic bat drop down. No hammer needed. I mean, let's be honest. All runners want Uncle to be in the tree, but
That is ideal. Oh, we've got a mushroom find.
our first bit of divergence at all, and it's just turning which direction you go to do Uncle.
I always check Uncle first. I gotta check up on him, make sure he's doing all right, and then I grab the extra chest. I think if you put it off, you're just kind of disrespecting him.
Yeah, you go in, you check Uncle, you take your allowance, and then you go get the item that's there. Back at Bumper Cave at Smith, so another case of a connector you don't have to follow if you find the other side.
Yeah, and hopefully not, because that is the side of Bumper Cave that you can access with the hookshot. Logically.
Yeah. As I've joked, the front of Bumper Cave is the business end of Bumper, the back of Bumper Cave is the pleasure end of Bumper.
That
Ooh,
was
the Houlihan
Useless
Fairy
Fairy.
drop. Useless Fairy, yeah, that's the other common name.
Wait, what did you call it?
The Houlihan Fairy.
Oh, yeah, that one. It's the one you're always sad that you drop down when you drop down without looking.
And we've also found this old fart. But hey, he at least has something useful today. That's our first pod key.
Oh, yay. Love to find those early. I always want at least 2 before I find pod.
2 before finding pod is nice. Having 1 makes the early routing easier. I mean, for me, it's still 3 items regardless of when I find it, so...
Alright, and the rest of CAC has nothing. CAC is actually really empty. We haven't found a single dungeon yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we select all of CAC with no dungeons?
Oh,
Ooh,
Gamma runs into a connector.
Within that connector.
He chooses not to. Will Faker choose to? I think he'll choose not to, not without the pearl.
I think it's more a fact that you're checking... There's one more open drop-down, and if this is the well, it could be a huge find.
And it is!
That's vanilla. That bottom chest in vanilla is 3 bombs, so...
Oh. Well, I mean, what a great time to find it. I know whenever I jump in here with no bombs, I'm always praying for vanilla bombs.
More importantly, we got a glove.
Love a glove.
So that means we'll actually be able to get the drop down in the sanctuary entrance on a trip easily too.
Yep, and the Old Man Rescue entrance.
It's nice not to have those isolated for once. And which drop down are we on here? Which
That was not the Old Man Rescue cave. It was either the back of Mountain Start or the other half of the Dark Connector. Bitey, can you stream music to this one?
might not be a possibility, but
Enjoy it in silence, I guess. What was the I'm sorry, I missed it. What was the Lumberjack Cave?
Lumberjack House is castle.
Castle. Well, the house. his castle? What's the cave? The tree.
The tree, I missed it, but it wasn't Ganon. I can say that. So it's some sort of item. It's
Maybe
a
it was
single
the
item.
bat.
I just don't remember if it was the bat or not.
Oh, it looks like Gamma forgot to. Oh no, he's
No,
going back to.
Gamma's going for the castle.
Oh right, we finally have a divergence, and Faker continues on.
That's an armor upgrade. I personally would go for it, but that's because I like hugging things that I shouldn't be hugging.
I'm completely with you, especially at this point in the game. Things are still early. We don't have any like proper defense or. Wait, why is he walking around? Oh,
He's going for back of escape.
Oh, he's not. Oh, he's not getting it.
And Gamma's found his way to the mountain. I believe this was the eastern entrance of Hyrule Castle. And finds himself an ice rod.
Sounds familiar. Okay, so he was one of those top two entrances. Let me check the other one.
The left one is the castle, the right one is not.
Okay.
We found the ice rod, now we found Ice Rod Cave.
Which is
Sec-
conveniently
there's your
lacking
second
an
blood
ice rod. Hey, that's what we wanted. Doesn't look like Faker got anything useful out of back of Sanctuary.
One ice palace small is kind of useful.
Oh,
Right,
there's
and
Ganon.
I was gonna say, there's Ganon in the castle. So that means there's a single item cave that is, again, I missed the tree, but I know it's either Magic Bat or the Lumberjack Drop.
I think it was the bat, but I'm not positive.
Either way, the other one's in the pyramid, and we're not getting to it anytime soon. And both the runners are stealing that key for desert. I like having the key on hand. I don't always make use of it, but it's nice to have the option to do so.
Yeah, exactly. I routinely steal that key, just in case, because you never know if you're gonna need it. So I guess Faker decides he's good enough to go without armor.
I mean, these are some really high tier runners.
Oh yeah, exactly. No, if he thinks he can handle it, then I believe him. Oh, we have a connector
here's
at
a
Moldorm
connector.
Cave.
Finally, you can see some connectors. And this one goes to everyone's favorite fenced-in shop.
Wait, did he find Pearl? Or
No,
oh, I
he
see.
plays Dark Link. It's one of the common things. High tier NMG runner plays Dark Link sprite. I mean, unless you have the advantage of unless you have the familiarity of a Link sprite with the difference of appearance for random.
That seems fair. I hope that Moldorm Cave to Dark World. Right now, that's our only Dark World connector. I wonder if that'll be our only one.
We have a Dark World exit to Hyrule Castle. I just don't remember which entrance it was in. And Gamma is turning in the mushroom now, and we found Saha. And Gamma found Spiral Cave at Mushroom turn in.
I mean, that's a great place to find it. If I did Houlihan start, I'd be really sad right now. Or the Link start to Houlihan.
Castle Tower key in the back of Saha. And if I'm looking at this right, that looks like a Thieves' Town was marked as a green pendant. First Mire Small is always welcome. There's a bow in Spiral Cave.
Oh my gosh.
That's
and it
disgusting.
Goes to... Ooh,
That's...
Mountain Ledge.
50 Rupee Cave is over in the area of 20 Rupee Cave.
I'm surprised he picked up the rubies.
Probably just the getting closer to precious Zora money.
True, true.
Gamma's just going to blind drop this drop down because he knows it's an item.
And he's gonna get his blue mail.
And now Pichu gets a blue outfit.
Blue Chew. Faker decides Cave 45 with a piece of heart. Not his jam.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah, same.
And under this desert rock, it's really nice having an early glove.
Oh, definitely.
That's
There's so
terrible
many
spot
things
for
you
those.
orphan.
That is a terrible spot for the Smiths.
Oh, that was Smith? Oh, yeah, it is.
GT.
That's like the worst. He found GT.
And the mushroom just turns into a minor small.
I like how we didn't find any dungeons except for GT.
G-
Ooh,
GT is the Cane and Hope Room.
sure does. And he's just gonna use it immediately. Get that,
I mean, at this point, it's logic for a potential Pearl.
that's
And
true.
Gamma, having found arrows on a tree pole, he's going for the castle. This first check is the only one in logic, but I imagine we're going to see all of them.
There's the
That's
fire
a
rod.
fire rod.
Gamma's got himself a pair of rods.
So where's the TR keys for everything else about Turtle Rock?
Where's Turtle Rock?
You know, that's a fair point too.
Gamma
And
remembered to let go of his fairy. He's better than all of us for that.
Honestly, that might be the most impressive part of the run today. Because, raise your hand if you've tried to Death Warp with a fairy. Raise his hand.
So many times.
And to be honest, let's be completely honest here. If you're not raising your hand, stop lying and raise your hand anyways. What did I just see on Desert Ledge?
It was a mystery small key.
Okay, it was a small key.
And
Here's another dark cave.
there's that
There's
pearl.
the pearl in. That's the pearl.
That means that that Hyrule Castle small key's got to be around here somewhere.
That's huge for Gamma.
It's so huge. He's gonna take his middle exit now and do some dark worlding. Oh, after he does Dark Cross.
And Agina's cave is the old man connector, and it goes to Hera.
Very nice. I love finding that thing early, especially out of logic. Unfortunately for Faker, it's gonna divert him from where the pearl is for a while.
There's Sick Kid.
Another shield. We love shields, right? No, shields are the devil. I agree.
I'm gonna say I like shields, but I don't like the fact that they block my sprite. I do like blocking projectiles. There's Bumper Cave. So a hookshot could potentially get us up here in logic then.
That is true.
In two different ways. Did Gamma get the item?
Yeah, he did. It was a piece of heart.
Okay, I was watching FakerJr screen, so.
All right, now he's taking that middle exit, and I can mark where it is.
Right, nothing at the back of Old Man spawn. Okay, so the middle of Hyrule Castle goes to Dark Lake.
The Dark Lake shop. Very good exit. That's good Dark World access. Although the entrance to Hyrule Castle isn't exactly convenient.
And FakerJr has achieved Hotel Mario %.
Explain?
The entrance that is normally in the bush-covered house in Kakariko is the gentleman who looks like Mario, and there's 6 beds in his house. So the community dubs it Hotel Mario.
I love it. Checkerboard cave with just a single arrow, and Faker has no bow with which to care about that arrow.
It's a good item, though.
The arrow?
Yes.
I agree. Alright, Faker unfortunately finds nothing of interest in the light world. He's gonna check his dark world entrances before he skedaddles.
I mean, it makes sense. We know one of the save and quits goes to the Dark World. That's Mimic Cave, the Spike Cave.
And that was Mimic Cave. Luckily, he can't do it anyway.
I mean, that just means you have to go back to the West Darkness Mountain, and that's no fun.
Alright, and that one's just trash.
It's kind of like Stumpy. Stumpy is also trash. FakerJr finally gets a 50-50 rock.
Now it's Gamma who needs him.
Alright, I'll be honest, we're sitting here with going to Eastern with FakerJr, and I'm sitting here going, what would I have found 18 minutes ago?
Probably that Hyrule Castle Small.
I don't know,
Hey, he got a sword!
I'd have had a sword 18 minutes ago.
That's true. But who goes Eastern first? That's crazy.
I do.
And everyone respects your strategies.
The money-making game.
They have plenty. Actually, the siege has not been paying out. Most of their money has been from Houlihan. The bottle merchant gave them a 50% rebate, but that was about it.
Gamma gets the lucky 100 on the random prize.
He knew he was behind on money and willed that into existence.
And what have we got in Eastern? The other fairy.
And a chest turn. But nothing else of interest. He wasn't interested in filling his bottle, I guess. Alright, it still has the fairy in it.
What is with the community obsession with chest turns, anyway?
I don't get it, but homemade beer can tell you all about it. And how awesome they are, I suppose.
Like, I've only ever been hyped for one chest turn I've ever seen, and that would be in NMG League. There was a double chest turn simultaneous on restream at the Moon World.
That's pretty great.
So, we've found not a lot over here by Eastern, but FakerJr is going to go back to follow that Super Bunny connector at Saw's house.
Can't blame him. Gotta follow those connectors when you can, when they're
I mean,
convenient.
that connector's 2 items.
Unfortunately for Faker, if it's in the Dark World, he's not going to be able to do anything with it. Oh, we've got a high five. Kinda. Will either of them bomb jump here? Yes. Both of them. Nope. Just Gamma. Alright, now we get to see which is faster.
Which is faster? Failing bomb jump? Looks like the answer is, not failing the bomb jump.
You know what? That's fair. I didn't know it was that much faster though, jeez. Those stairs take forever.
Stairs do take a long time. Another bottle? Our first big key, and this was the cancer.
It's GT. He has the bow. He has access to GT, even though he hasn't found it yet. And all he needs is like a couple small keys and the hook shot, and he can do it logically.
You're forgetting one thing.
He has fire.
Oh, right. Gamma has fire. Wait, I forgot that. That would be a miserable GT climb, by the way.
Oh god, yes. I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
I've done it.
Yep. Me too. Still sucks.
There was a Xkeys race last year in the tournament where I ended up taking a bow-only climb. I'd like to never repeat this.
No.
And we're getting our first item check. There's the other bow.
Okay. Well, they can't hover there, but they can.
They can find the other side.
Yeah.
Campa just slides between those snapdragons like it's nothing.
What a great place to have a connector come out in pod. You can just do it backwards.
Oh. The only problem is, in Gamma's case, since he has the pearl, his connector fee is $10.
Aw.
Because he still has to pay the monkey.
I'm sure he'll still be able to afford his lunch.
Probably. But will he be able to afford his ice cream? This is Gamma we're talking about.
Well, he's got his ice rod. It's close. He can probably take a bite out of that.
And come up here at the pyramid ledge. Gamma will be able to take this all the way to Catfish if he wants. I don't know if he wants to, but he can.
I mean, I would. But I'm not in this race. I didn't make it that far. It looks like he's doing it. See, you can even extend it further, because you can go to the northeast, the dark shop in... Oh, no, he's going some other direction.
He has flippers. He's going down to Dark Shopping Mall.
He has flippers? No, he doesn't.
No. Wait.
Is he gonna fake
He's
flipper?
gonna splash delete here. I saw... Okay, my brain keeps saying the blue male is flippers, and I don't know why.
See, I was thinking he might go up to Catfish and then fake flipper his way to the whirlpool, but I get... Oh!
I have never seen that! That was cool!
That's a new one for me, too. That was awesome. But what do you do about this one? Can you bomb jump this, too? You only have one heart! Dude, be careful. Crazy! I love it. But
Gamma.
crazy.
Gamma, where did these strats come from? I have never seen these strats!
And the flying bomb thrower decides to be kind and give him space.
Apparently, those are strats from Ravis. I have never seen this before, and I'm so glad to have gotten to see these.
They're
and
amazing.
That's our first desert entrance.
What a great thing to find up here, a three-way connector. He can take this incredibly crazy route over to somewhere else that's more useful and logical. Faker's still looking for his pearl. He's got to go back to Hyrule Castle.
I mean, whatever sends you to Hyrule Castle in this seat?
Nothing actually. He has to go up there of his own free will, and it's not exactly close. Pretty terribly out of the way actually. It's not good feeling. At least he doesn't have any other dungeons to distract him, right? Like he doesn't have to decide between doing the beginning of Ice or Eastern Palace dip or something like that.
That is not the exit Gamma wanted.
No, it is not.
Telethar asking in chat, did Gamma steal a key? Both runners have stolen the Desert Small Key. They just haven't used the key. And there's Palace of Darkness in Hookshot Cave.
FakerJr redeems his mushroom reward, and unfortunately, it's just a small key to Misery Mire. His
However,
second.
this is extremely close to Hyrule Castle. We'll see if he goes all the way.
I think
he
he
probably
is.
does.
This feels a little bit like a last location for him, so kind of a slow start, but at least he checked a lot of other stuff, like the mountain.
Yay! Money! Big money!
Big money. Faker gets his fire rod.
And what's over here locked behind this? And where's the Hyrule Castle small key?
Yeah, actually, great question.
It's going to be behind the connect. I think it's going to be behind that connector to through Fairy Ascension Cave. Moon Pearl is in the Zelda Cell. FakerJr is about to get it, so.
Yep, the only access to Hyrule Castle is way up at Lumberjack House, and then at the very bottom we have Pearl.
Alright, so Gamma found not a lot in the logical sense of pod. Let's see what's deeper.
Well, here's one more logical check. Oh. Faker, finally free to access. He's going to check his mountain stars. This is something Gamma doesn't have. And he gets a nice, cool exit out of Hype Cave.
Which lets him get these IMCs left sitting in the Dark World.
And a much faster access to Dark World than Gamma has. Gamma found a small key to pod in the pod basement.
The beam lives on.
I guess that means we're doing, yep, Harmless Hellway. Opting to do the bomb jump from the top instead of the bottom.
I mean, it's whatever. Both of them are pretty similar in comfort. It's nice to have a sword doing Dark Maze.
Definitely. Hammer! Way back there?
Memes? Memes, anybody?
I swear I've seen that chest have so many things that matter so much. That chest in particular is just goated.
I really don't like Hammer and Pod. It's still not in logic. We still don't know how to get up here.
Nope. Well, we haven't checked the Desert Palace main entrance. That could be somewhere reasonable, because we do have logical access to Village of Outcasts with the connector from Moldorm Cave to the Forest Shop.
Gamma now has Dark World access. Traditional Dark World access. Unfortunately, Gamma doesn't have the cane from GT to do TR.
No. I imagine he's headed down there before too long. By which I mean right now, because he has the book, and he can check the entrance to Desert Palace. It looks like Faker is gonna head right over to that connector I mentioned from Moldorm Cave to the Forest Shop, and he's gonna check his. Well, he has his fire rod, so I presume he'll check Skull Woods and Village.
Yeah, ending Skullwood sounds like a likely play, but we'll have to see what we find. Again, I still hate that Smith location.
Yeah. Gamma. Oh, he could. Does he have the bombs for it? He could bomb jump his way through West Side if he wanted.
I mean, he might do the M's room. That's not that far, that slow to do.
No, not at all.
So-
But I mean, you could do them both. You could do it all.
You could, but that's really slow.
Yeah. And he has the key, and he has bow. He could get everything on this side if he wants to.
He's not going to.
No.
Big Key Tower of Hera is hookshot locked.
Shovel. Okay, yeah, he's just dying. Did Faker check the Dark Sanctuary entrance, or?
I don't know, I was watching Gamma,
Yeah.
but... And Gamma's now going to go get his cane here. He's... walks through, gets the cane, and then goes up to get the other item before leaving. I like that. Probably not, Bitey. Probably not. But it makes me smile, and sometimes that's what I care about.
He's probably thinking the chest is close to the door, so I'll do the other stuff before I go to get the chest. Which I get.
Since he's going to tower him, it would be faster, yeah. Right, let's continue going on Logic and GT for a minute. Let's see what's behind all 4 small keys here in Compass Room.
We have a Tower of Hera find, nothing in the basement. And a lamp. Oh, found a Swamp Palace. Boots.
Gamma just pulled boots in the right side GT.
Gamma does not want to do east side of GT up to the end.
He wants to make sure he has the key for left side.
Plus, who likes doing right side?
Uh-oh.
Gamma's deploying a new strategy. I haven't seen this one before. Hope it works out for him.
So I pulled Gamma's stream up on the side here. It looks like he is going. Looks like he is going. He's made it up to the mountain, so.
We have our second castle tower key. Not that it matters. Well, it might matter, because the bat's there. Oh, he found his way to mountain. And he's got the book. I wonder what was on Ether. Was anything on Ether?
Unfortunately, my play-in window moved back behind the rest of the restream, so I missed it. An armor upgrade is on Ether.
Oh, no. Faker takes a death on his way to... Oh, never mind. He's got that fairy. Whew. Good thing he saved it. There's the bottom of Bumper. All right, yeah, we knew about that.
We know about that. Paradox Cave at Skullwood's entrance.
Good thing he didn't die for real.
Disgusting spot for that.
Yeah, no kidding. Wonder where it goes.
I wonder what's in it. A fourth gnome pod key.
That's 2 for him.
Yeah, there's another one on east of mountain, and there's one in pod that we know about. The big
Turtle
key,
Rock
Turtle
big.
Rock. Our first boomerang sighting.
You know, even after Fast ROM, I still think Blue Boomerang's better.
I mean, I like red boomerang, but that's because I like the range, and also I like that it sparkles.
It is shiny. Faker unfortunately messed up his Incilla slots and was blown the wrong direction. If you collect the item from one of the Moldorms, whichever one is dedicated as the first Moldorm, before it fully lands, then your bomb jump goes the wrong direction. Faker is going backwards.
He wants the... He doesn't want to leave these items here.
Ah. I didn't realize he skipped this.
A fifth known pawn key. So we are one key. We are now one key from knowing the logic behind that hammer. Okay, we are 2 keys from knowing the logic behind that hammer. Because where the hell is Hyrule Castle Small Key?
I have no idea how that even makes sense. Like, because what if you use that key in the wrong place? Like, it'd be stupid to use the key there. But what if you did, just as an example? Like, what would you be doing right now? Faker got another chest turn and the only key to Thieves Down.
Gamma going for probably Bonkrox here. Yeah. I was about to call out the small key. Okay, we found our hype cave with the Hera basement key.
Very nice. And nothing else of note. A couple vanilla red rupees.
An extra small key to Skull is not a bad thing to have.
Yeah, just in case.
Well, you can now clear the front of Skull Woods on the first trip if you're Gamma. And then go to the back.
It is definitely a good idea to be Gamma.
He's pretty good, so. Ooh, FakerJr can take this all the way to Laser Bridge.
Oh. Wait, I thought he checked that. Oh no, he took the connector.
No, he took the connector to the mountain. Which,
well,
fair.
Now he knows. The other boomerang. Faker's winning. He's got 2 boomerangs, and Gamma has none. This is the only metric that matters.
Of course.
Gamma's about to learn about the connector to the forest, and I think he's gonna do everything that Faker just did.
Chain chomps are friends when they hit you after you get the item.
And only that. As a bearer of the big key, he's also gonna get the crystal roller chest. And I imagine he's gonna take this connector.
He can. I actually imagine he's going to use his key and go to the laser bridge.
Ooh, yeah, actually, good point. That's probably better. Gamma also picked up the red rupee, with over 900 rupees.
Gamma fluff. This is normal.
He wants to win by being rich. Screw the rules. I have rupees.
Flippers are on laser bridge. So at the moment, given our information we know, those are behind, at the moment, 2 more TR small keys.
Where was the cape?
Ooh, you're right. There's Cape is also locked by all the GT smalls.
Ah, Faker doesn't quite make it to the final chest.
That is unfortunate. He is going back, so
Yeah, that's a feels bad moment, but you can't leave that chest there.
I swear you took all the time and you don't know where the connector goes.
Yep. Did you see what entrance it was to Turtle Rock East?
I believe it was the fortune teller.
Fortune teller, okay. You're much more of a logic person than I am, so I'll be relying on you for telling us about all the logical stuff.
The answer is our hammer is still a ways out of logic.
Yeah, right? But you still gotta do that when you find Pod. We still don't know where Desert Palace main entrance is.
We know the main is at Dark Shopping Mall. We don't. Why is that vanilla?
Wait, what was it?
East. That was a TR small key at the bottom of Laser Bridge at the
Nice.
Bumper Cave.
Oh, the time you wish you would mirror.
Anyways, we haven't seen Desert East, so Gamma could actually clear Tower of Hera here.
And why wouldn't you? Faker seems like he's gonna go to the west side. Someone should probably tell him about the bomb jump from
I was gonna say, does FakerJr not know about the bomb jump?
I'm sure someone will tell him soon. Ooh, the island!
Floating Island.
Oh, he should have taken that. He'll
That's
find Pod.
That's our access to Pod logically. So that answers that question we didn't know about.
I'm just glad he found another way up here. Cause that Pod entrance is real important with that hammer being where it is.
It's also worth noting that that is with Laser Bridge at the bumper ledge, that makes that a guaranteed TR key 4 in logic on laser bridge.
That makes it happen automatically?
The logic to get to laser bridge from the middle is 3 keys.
Oh, okay.
Because you can get to if you use all your keys as stupidly as possible, that leaves you 1 key that you don't have used at the Trinex store.
Got it.
That's how I think about it, is if I use my keys as stupidly as possible, how many do I need?
A lot. So that means flippers are pretty late in logic then, right?
Depends on where these keys are, of course, but yes.
I think I've skipped the, bomb jumping into Dark Maze, once this tournament, and it ended up being a bad idea. I feel like you just have to always do that.
I mean, it saves you the key, for one. The only time I didn't hammer jump into Dark Maze was when I found Pod with 6 keys.
Even then, I did the hammer jump and then I walked back out the key door instead of into it.
Okay, I found the 6 pod key in the back, to be fair. I may not have walked in with 6 keys, but I found the 6 pod key in the back pod. So at that point, it's just like, I'm not gonna hammer up, I'm just gonna walk in the front door. Gamma's going to find out what this big key on library is.
Skull Woods.
Suddenly, I care a lot less about that big key on library.
Well, he actually cares about it a lot because he hasn't done Skull Woods yet.
It's true. Order of operations can make or break a cross key seed, for one.
We just both, honestly, as fellow 5-3s, need to learn about that secret sauce that Gamma has to just do it in the right order all the time.
Go where the items are. Don't go where the items aren't. Yeah, and Gamma's had boots for forever compared to FakerJr at the moment.
Yeah, Faker hasn't. He's had access to East Death Mountain, or I'm sorry, East GT Basement for a while now, but hasn't decided to go back.
It's not logic.
Why? Because of keys?
Keys. Right. I forget the reason. GT is the one where I forget how to use the keys as stupidly as possible because there are so many different ways to use keys. But Compass Room, I believe, is locked by all 4 small keys.
Oh no.
Also, both runners have found Paradox Cave and then left. From different entrances.
That's pretty great. Gamma's gonna be very because he knows he can full clear Skull Wood, so he wants to do that, and then he's gonna run into the other entrance, and he'll probably take the bottom exit, and we'll see where that goes.
I'll admit, I put this up as a question because put up the logical thing as a question because I knew Telethar was in chat and he would be able to answer the questions I don't know.
Perfect. He gets his hammer.
Yay, hammer!
Well, Telethar, we would love a tell-all about exactly that, specifically sent to my and Leaf's inbox whenever you're ready, please. Thank you.
I mean, I have that. It's called I have Telethar's DMs on hand. He and I have had discussions about this before. So let's see what's behind this big key Gamma found.
Another
That's
big
big
key of Thieves Town. Oh no,
Big-
that's a
that
big
means
deal.
both keys. I think both keys are in here.
Yeah, because this one right here is the small.
They're next to each other? I mean,
Ah,
that's just a full clear green pen in Thieves Town when you see it. Although, Gamma does know that this continues to be a gigantic out-of-logic mess.
yeah, because we still don't have the pro logically, right?
I would like to point out, FakerJr did the hardest trick in Rando, and that is remembering to go down in the roller room maze.
Yeah, we stand to learn a lot from these guys. They're very, very talented runners, and they remember to go down instead of up based on their item set, and it's honestly a very important skill.
You should ever hear me when I'm doing TR and I don't have a shot. I basically chant the word down the entire way through going to roller room.
Thank you for that, Telethar. Telethar offering his help and analysis to all who want it. I am just a salty 5-3. I don't know how Leaf feels exactly, but I'm always interested in learning more.
I mean, in my case, I legitimately say I got unlucky because I was making plays that seemed like the right ones on paper.
Gamma gets his small key. Another small key for Pod. He has 5 of them now, so he can full clear that place.
Yeah, he just has to go back to do it. He doesn't want to go back until he has a big key, probably.
Gamma's all the way back here, decides to check out what the bottom exit of Paradox Cave is. It could go somewhere useful for him, because this is in logic. It's actually been in logic for a while. Ooh, that's good.
Fire area.
We have Bombos on the Mire entrance.
Bombos Flyer. We don't have any medallions.
I'd be thinking, where's my mirror? I need my mirror.
Okay, so we had the where were our dark caves we had marked, Kotose? We had one at the top of Lost Woods.
Yeah,
that's
one
our
of the top
spawn.
of woods. I thought that one was the back of Old Man Start. There's one in CAC at the Sick Kid's house. I believe that's the one that goes to Meyerhand.
Well, that tells Gammy has an even easier way to fire. We still need the Hyrule Castle key, Telethar. I'll be honest, I am dying to know what we have left.
But we haven't found a lot of we're missing Thieves Town, Ice Palace, Misery Mire, and Eastern Palace entrances. Like we haven't found those dungeons at all, and we've checked a lot of places.
Ruby, to answer why we need the Hyrule Castle key, Pearl's at Zelda's cell.
Yeah, need to make the logic hold, not need as in, these players need it.
Mirror for logic, that would make sense, because that would open up K45 entrance. That would open up left. Oh, that's going to be our proof of logic is King Zora.
That makes sense. We haven't done King Zora, you're right.
And we have an early Sphere Glove. I forgot we had an early Sphere Glove, to be fair.
I wonder if our players know.
They do.
I mean, know that the key has to be there, because it's the only thing left that I can think of.
It doesn't have to be the key. It could be the mirror. And the Like Telethar implies in chat, the mirror is actually a scary thing to have on the table.
Hammer dash through the pots and to also break the wall at the top.
Bitey, what do you want explained?
C-shaped house. There's your marquee.
The mirror opens up locations that we don't in the Dark World that we can access as a bunny, because we can get to locations like the K45 entrance, which could be an entire dungeon we haven't found.
Race Brothers West. There's also we have a connector that goes up to the Turtle Rock back entrance, so we can mirror and get the Fairy Ascension Cave top and bottom.
It's actually quite a few entrances that can lead to the Hyrule Castle Small Key. The Small Key is required for Zelda's Cell, because if you use your keys as stupidly as possible, you can lock yourself out of the Moon Pearl.
Which means that every chest after that first one, when you go down, is logically blocked behind finding that small key. That way it's impossible to soft block.
Gamma going to Skullwood's back. This is at the castle, not the castle, this is at the Upgrade Fairy Island, I believe.
Upgrade Fairy. Oh, yeah, okay. Mark that. Yeah, I mean, hard to not do it when it's right here. He fake flippered here, so it's not like you can leave, so why not just do it while you're here? Never worry about it again.
I mean, it's just gonna be a nice, simple hammer mothula.
Don't we love those? Wow.
That was a beautiful hammer mothula.
He made that look easy. And it is a crystal. We've been kind of low on maps. Even between our two players, the only map we have is Eastern Palace. And we haven't found the bomb shop either. Oh, Gamma's gonna fake flipper his way out of here. 2 arrows, 2 bombs, and he pieces out.
Bitey's new to keys most. That's why we're on commentary, because we can explain things. We can answer all of his questions we need to, because I know you and I have been doing this cross keys thing for a few years now.
Yup, it's so good. Oh, there's a map. Swamp Palace.
And I am dying to know what's on Zora.
It's if I were to guess, I would say it's the Hyrule Castle Small Key. But you're right. It could be anything. It could be Mirror or something like that. Let's find out. Gamma's just gonna take it. He's not even gonna potentially ignore it. It's $300.
That's not progression.
No. Well, now I'm just confused. There was nothing on the ledge, right?
Yeah, ledge was a 50. Trying if we've left any connectors. Because I know we've not left any entrances at this point. Oh, Gamma's actually left this entrance sitting here for the last 40 minutes.
Whoops. It had something in it too, right? Or it had a chest in it. Yeah. Not a good chest.
Ew. Telethar's right. That's logic.
Oh, GT climb. Yeah, I did say that earlier.
First 2 checks of GT climb are in logic.
Oh, that is true and terrible. This is why if you follow the logic exclusively, you will just die.
It was saying in my mind. I was trying to remember where we found GT Big Key, but that was in Super Bunny Cave, which is in logic.
Yep. We found that pretty early. I think I remember calling that out, that we had the big key and the bow, like, very early. And GT itself.
Oh, good. FakerJr is going to go get his boots.
Oh, thank God. He's probably going to get... Well, what's Gamma doing? Is he doing his climb?
Gamma's going left first. He's going to break
Okay.
the hookshot side.
Yeah, now that he has boots, it's real easy. He needs bombs. Oh, that wall master was going for him.
I believe all 3 of our small keys are in logic, so it's actually not a bad idea to make this trip down to the bottom of... Or they're in logic behind the Moon Pearl, but it's not a bad play to go down left side, because at least the bottom checks are in logic. I'm gonna have Pelithar explain that to me in detail later, how this dungeon's logic works.
Faker almost went to the east side, but decided he found the boots and he wants to go west side.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, who wouldn't? The Desert Small.
So the Desert Small is hookshot locked.
Which means that both the 2 chests on the east side of Desert and the boss itself are hookshot locked, right?
That's correct. Ice Palace key. Just Desert Palace is locked by the hookshot, apparently.
Yeah. He's probably climbing here.
I would be surprised if neither runner climbed here, even without the hookshot. Because it could easily be a mirror up on top of the climb.
So there's, I believe it's just the lumberjack check in Pyramid.
Yeah, there's an item inside.
Yeah, so there's something up there. So they will be 2 chests short of, you know, everything. But I mean, the chances of hookshot being at the top of here, not 0. I gotta take notes on that Ice Armos kill.
Behind the climb is one... That's GT4 behind Ice Armors. Behind the climb is a single item cave.
Yeah, I think it's lumberjack.
Gamma's leaving.
Gamma's dashing the heck out. He's sick of this dungeon. So he knows he's in a multi-person race. Again, we need. There are 14 racers, 10 advance. I think he wants to play it safe and not climb until he has the hook shot. That way he can just one-shot clear the whole thing.
Oh, he's going to the top of the mountain with the hammer and the lamp.
Yes, hovering.
That is correct.
Sorry, hovering is banned and Moldorm bounce is banned. So there's no legal way to get across that gap. until they find Hookshot.
Hookshot Cave at top of the mountain.
Ooh, Faker is just a half heart from death. Luckily, avoided it and shot that Armos in time.
And then a convenient piece of heart refill.
I think he didn't want that. I think he wanted to kill himself.
Unfortunately, now he just has to run back out. Hookshot Cave goes to Turtle Rock Bridge.
Okay. That was nothing. In the front of Hookshot, that was Paradox Cave top, right?
Yeah, Paradox Cave top has the other side of Hookshot. Neither runner going for the climb.
Interesting. So, with what you understand of the logic leaf, the logic is pointing to something being up there, whether that being the small key we don't need, or potentially the mirror that we do need.
The small key, mirror. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we've seen. Oh, that's the swamp spawn. Well, the Hookshot's not in Swamp Palace.
That's for sure.
In terms of what's in logic up there, or what can be for logic, I think it's mostly the mirror versus the Hyrule Castle key, because we don't have any dungeons that we know about in the Light World, really.
That's a good point. That does kind of point toward the mirror, doesn't it? Because there's so many dungeons a couple dungeons we should really have access to that we haven't found. Four of them: Eastern Palace, Thieves Town, Ice Palace, and Misery Mire, and also one entrance to Turtle Rock and Castle Tower.
We've already got the TR entrance that's at the bottom of Dark Death Mountain.
No, oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, the cross key term is operating under a flat ban on hovering in its entirety.
Gamma is not climbing because it's a play-in race, and he found early hammer boots, IMO, says Telethar. So he doesn't want to be risky. Found a red pendant on our Landmalas.
So if I'm in these shoes, where would you go at this point is the question. Where do we go?
There's really not much left. I
think
see
we
either.
have to climb here soon.
I haven't seen either player do Dark Sanctuary. And I guess that
I imagine both of them did.
Swamp Palace is not in logic, but you could do it. The first check would be in logic, I guess.
I mean, Gamma still has to go to Laser Bridge to be able to do it.
But yeah, I mean, based off of what I'm tracking, I think GT is the way to go.
This is a TR Laser Bridge play for Gamma. This is also a Trinex kill if he wants.
I imagine he will, right? He'll probably check laser bridge. He'll check what's outside it, see that he doesn't have the mirror, and that jumping down is useless. Then he'll go back in and kill Trinex.
Yeah, FakerJr didn't have the equipment to kill Trinex for one, so
He's still missing that ice rod. Do you remember where Gamma found it?
right
Oh no,
here.
he's about to find it right here. Yeah, yeah. And we have orphaned spiral cave entrance. Hopefully that's not a big deal.
I like that exaggerated pause on the vanilla key.
Yep. Gamma was having a tug of war with that red beetle. Battle on the big bridge, if you will.
What is this, Final Fantasy V? Gilgamesh is on the other channel. I'm sorry?
Oh, that would have been perfect. I should have calmed his rage.
I've never seen... Gamma just has all sorts of unique strats that I've never seen before.
Have you seen this one?
Yes.
I have tried so many times to hit that thing from behind, and it just does not want to be hit.
I bet you our restreamer could teach you more.
I know he could. Ravis strats again. I don't know who this Ravis person is, but they seem to be very good.
Ravis is a longtime player who is very good. Also, a pretty cool guy, so...
A big key on Trinex. To swamp? And Trinex has a crystal. You're right though, Telethar. They gotta do the climb. It's gotta be it. There's nothing.
They're running out of other things to do.
Yeah, was the shovel? The shovel was.
Hookshot locked.
Yeah. Okay. Then it's gotta be. It's gotta be the climb.
FakerJr pulling out the NMG bow landmo.
I'm not sure if maybe I missed it, but I didn't see either of them check Dark Sanctuary, that entrance.
I imagine they did, but... because they've both been in that area several times.
I definitely remember they went up and down through the Bumper Cave area entrance and Dark Lumberjack house above it. Alright, Faker's gonna get his hype cave, which is not very hype today.
And that's a nice find.
I mean, yeah, if you're gonna check an out of logic shovel, definitely red sword is what you want. Now he's going to GT Climb.
There's not a lot left.
Yeah.
And actually, at this point, with how much we've done, this is a mirror.
Yeah, you're right. I think it has to be.
this pretty much has to be a mirror at the top of GT. Because we're running out of anything else it can be.
Because they've checked everything they've got access to in Dark World, which is most of it. Faker does not have his Skullwood's big key yet, so he cannot get that Thieves Town big out of there.
I think he's going for that key now. And we have a pendant on Meyer for our third pendant.
Thank you for that. I was not ready for that map check. Alright, so our 3 pendants are Desert
Meyer, and
Palace.
Thieves.
Yes. And they've already gotten Desert, both of them. But man, we still have to find some more dungeons. Do you think that they will clear Thieves Town when they see it?
I am not a fan of this swamp dive from FakerJr. at all.
Same. It's super out of logic, and we know that Hookshot can't be here. Although I guess you know it because you're tracking logic. I wouldn't know it because I don't track logic. Almost one-cycled those Landmollas. Does Gamma have a fairy bottle? Because he's only got a half heart.
It looks like so on the little tiny bottle sums tracker. Bottle content auto tracking. I love it.
Yeah, it's so good.
Legitimately my favorite part of the entire auto tracking update. Yeah, you know that we know for certain that the hookshot cannot be in here.
Which means
I like the
double
quick swapping
dipping
all the way to Ice Rod to then menu. Gamma.
You ever get lost in the quick swap menu and you're just like, screw it, all regular menu?
Okay, but it's extremely funny that it happens on
One item
Ice
away.
Rod. Hey, look!
There's that
Here.
mirror.
Hey, look! The Hyrule Castle key is up here too.
They're both here.
So mirror entrance this time.
I guess I was super duper wrong. Logic followers win every time.
Oh, the fact that both of them were up here is phenomenal. Alright, so now we just... What do we need for go mode? That's always my favorite question. Let's see. We know we need
to
do
find
pod,
3 entrances.
Find 3 entrances and find 2 big keys and a hookshot.
Well, oh, hold on. So we don't need to find Misery Mire or Thieves Town. I guess it'd be nice to find, but we don't have to.
We need Eastern.
We need Eastern, and we need Ice. And to clear those dungeons, we need their big keys. Well, no, we need the big key
We
for
need the Eastern big key.
So I guess we are a hook shot and an Eastern big from go. For Gamma. Well, I guess both of them.
There's a connector at Minute Cave, and it goes to Desert East. I'm gonna be completely lost. I don't think I even would have bothered with the connector. We already can get everywhere in the map.
Yeah, they've already got access to everything they need. I mean, I guess there could be... No, he's got mirror, so it doesn't even matter if there's a connector to But we're still missing some item caves. I haven't been item cave tracking, but like we're missing Moldorm Cave. We're missing Thieves Hideout.
Yeah, we're missing 2 5-item caves. So where do you go next if you're Gamma at this point? Because why would you be walking back out of here? Oh, you're taking the middle drop down to desert, so you can go to...
Probably over to Desert. Let's see here. Desert what? Wait, where's Desert West? I'm trying to find it. Oh no, that's back on the top of Dark Death Mountain. Oh, wait.
Oh! FakerJr found the myths. And since he's not playing with the logic, that is terrible news for him.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. One of the dungeons we need might be behind that. Where was it?
In Swamp.
That's rough. He needs to do his climb. Although it would be very funny if the entrances that we need are behind Mitts rather than behind Mirror.
But you can't really gamble on that.
No, not at all.
Ooh, Faker missed the boomerang dash.
That was
Gamma,
very cool.
Gamma coming in here for the 2 items. I mean, they're only 1 key from logic, but...
I hope Faker didn't forget that he can climb.
He didn't. He's trying to play that it's not required.
Too bad there's no easy access to the mountain because that connector to where is it? Village of Outcasts connector to. Actually, no. Even faster is the Kakariko connector to Misery Mire would let you check all those entrances in the desert. And then we also have the entrances at the top of Hyrule Castle. Probably between those and like Cave 45, which Gamma's checking right now. Here's Castle Tower.
There's 1 item. There's 1 item and Gamma can full clear this. But I don't think he does when he has another thing.
He got the powder. He could do the bat. I would be very upset if the bat was the play, because I'm not tempted to do the bat. I'm tempted to find my other entrances.
Yeah, I would be looking for the other entrances too.
Thank you, Bitey.
Yeah, since Bitey put the links, please follow the runners and please follow my Kokon. Don't follow me.
I don't stream. I just stream this game and that's it. Gamma's getting his race brothers. Alright, well, Zeruvian has decided that we both need to follow, so thank you, Zeruvian. Zeruvian. Yeah, okay, I did say it right. I hope.
Zeruvian, yes.
Yes, Leaf, you are good. I'm telling you this because you apparently need to hear it.
Right. And here in Brothers Left is nothing.
Of course. It's gotta be mirror locked, right? Oh, we'll get it, Ceruvian. We'll get it. I don't know if you're around Monday nights at 10 p.m. But AFG hosts a Xkeys race every Monday at 10 p.m. Eastern. And anyone who is hearing this and wants to join it is welcome to. We regularly have 15 to 20 people.
And following these flippers, are those in logic yet?
Yeah, wait, yes, because the cape's in logic, isn't it?
We do not have enough keys to get there yet.
Oh, you're right. It still requires the hookshot to get. Unless the, do you know if
I'm
mirrors
looking
open
at
logic?
the TR keys.
Oh, we don't have the TR keys. Ugh.
All right, top of castle for Gamma, and we're still chasing the mitts. On Faker's side.
Surely one of those three. Oh, he finally got his. What was that key? Was that the thieves? Yeah, that was the thieves' town bag.
We have both red crystals.
He'll take that later. He wants to check his other entrances first. This frog is going on a big magical adventure. There's Thieves' Hideout.
And it's proving to have not a lot of stuff. It's mostly money.
I still can't believe both the key and the mirror were there. Like, we thought it'd be one or the other, and that one would lead to the other, but both of them there? That's silly.
Earlier on, we thought it would be the Hyrule Castle's key, and then later on, when we realized we were running out of things to do, we knew it had to be the mirror.
Well, thanks to
Just proved
Telecar's guidance on that. Oh, take it. Please take it. Aw. He hasn't been to the Meyer area, I don't think.
He found it from the Meyer area.
Oh. You know, it's really hard to watch two streams at once.
Both 5 caves are up on the Pyramid Castle area.
Faker's getting his sword.
Faker has to climb when he's over here by GT, right?
I think he's really hoping that mirrors.
There's
oh,
the
there's
hook.
the hook shot.
Hook was mirror locked.
And 2 red crystal locked. And we've only gotten 2 red crystals, and they are Turtle Rock and
They have BTR and Skull Woods.
yeah, TR and Skull Woods. That's it.
Because the Hera Big Key is hook locked.
Oh, Faker, please do not do purple chest right now.
Please climb.
No. He's
That's
gonna
an
use the
interesting-
book. And then he's gonna get locked out, and then he's gonna go get the purple chest. Oh. I mean, I get his logic, but that is not the way. The way of the hero, as the Zelda 64 players might see. Faker, you've seen the other half of this connector. Does he want to go to CAC?
It takes him over to CAC because he wants to take the portal and go get his purple chest. And
Right.
we found Meyer at Graveyard Ledge.
Graveyard Ledge. He's gonna do it. I mean, he still has to find that big key, so it makes sense.
I mean,
He
it's
doesn't know where his
dependent,
other
so-
entrances are. Yeah, once he finds the Eastern Palace big, though, he can just well, no, we still need the pod big. I'm sorry. We're more than 1 big key away from this.
Pod Big, Eastern Big.
That's it.
2 big keys. It's cross keys. It has
Very
been fun
fast
doing
rail,
clubs
but-
with you here, Kotose.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you, Leaf. I was looking forward to coming with you. I see you around in the Maniacal Mondays every now and then, and I definitely see you around in the Discords.
Bitey, I don't even have 2 monitors for this.
Yeah, seriously, I've been working off the one monitor life like this whole time. My map tracker has always been extra tiny, and I've made bad decisions because I literally couldn't see the labels. I need a second monitor.
I'm on a laptop.
A laptop? How do you?
How do I cross keys?
Do you cross keys on the laptop?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god. Alright, Faker's getting his other red crystal. Gamma's oh, he's going back over to Bumper Ledge.
Bumper ledge. He's looking for dungeons.
Mm-hmm.
With I think the big one he's looking for being ice right now. Because that's the most dense one you can clear.
Also, it's a crystal, so that's what you want to find for sure. But I mean, even if you find Eastern at this point, you dip it. Or even if you find Eastern. All right, what do we got? Thieves Town?
Full clearable Thieves Town would be nice. How about nothing?
Nothing.
That means
I'm surprised he didn't check the Desert Palace area first.
the Meyer area.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, mirror.
Well, this puts him in the area of the Meyer area to be able to go mirror.
That's a good point, actually.
But
'cause
also, let's be completely honest, his next stop is this Crystal Swamp he's next to.
Oh, good point. Good point. Because that's a lot of checks to get, and hopefully he'll get the key he needs. But unfortunately, since we know that Faker did that, the key he needs is not anywhere that doesn't require hookshot.
Well, for him, he wants it to be behind hookshot at this point.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it counts as a logic tracking fail as much as a Hail Mary, I don't want to do GT climb. Which, people, just do GT climb.
As a non-logic tracking person, I can see how the decision between Hookless Swamp and Hookless GT Climb are both obnoxious. Although I guess there's less to lose with the Hookless GT Climb because you know that Pyramid isn't, like, something you need to do, necessarily.
Desert Small is in left side GT. Honestly, the big surprise to me right now is Gamma's doing left side swamp.
He just needs 2 keys to win. At this point, he's going for full completion. You don't want to orphan a big key here and then come dead last because you last located. On these play-in races, you gotta play safe. There's his mitts.
Mitts on left side swamp is... Why are they on left side swamp?
Just to screw with you. And not just you, the apparently 8 other people who also got mitts before Mirror.
See, I would be one of these 8 people who got mitts before me here. Anyways, we'll finally start getting some new information because one of the things we'll get to see is this big chest of Swamp Palace.
Nothing there. All right, finally on to new checks for Gamma. Well, new to us. Hookshot was in the in Moldorm Cave, which was in Pyramid entrance, the Pyramid crack.
There's Big Key to Dark Palace. We just need an Eastern Big Key and some entrances.
He's got to be going back to Dark Palace immediately, right? You want to clear that out, see if the big key you need is there, and then you can start doing extra stuff.
No, he's gonna start with where he's at versus anything else. He's gonna go to Meyer area to do, because he's right next to the connector to it.
You're right. You're right. We don't have flute to get there easily, so that's what I would want to do. But I guess if they're not in good places.
Nice quick one cycle out of Argus
I need to learn that strat.
with
Oh,
the
is
Big
that it?
Key to Misery Meyer.
No. That seems like bait.
Ice Palace entrance has Eastern Palace, so the Meyer area is not going to lead to the Eastern Palace.
Mitts were required.
Left side swamp mitts are required.
I wonder if Faker finds his big key in this. Oh, there's the
Flute in
flute.
Eastern.
Kind of late for it to make a difference, but it will help him get back to Meyer easily.
Do you know what it's not helping him get to easily right now?
What?
GT.
Yeah, he's still putting it off. He is dedicated. He doesn't have. He's thinking like, if I can't beat it, I don't want to do it. I guess that's what he's thinking. But man, is it working against him this time?
I'm gonna say it.
Zeridian-
This seed.
Oh, sorry.
I'm going to say it. This seed would be playing out differently for FakerJr if hovering was allowed.
Probably yeah. I imagine a lot of people would have climbed a lot sooner. Alright, well Gamma finds Thieves Town. Taking this this Smith for an adventure. And he will not lose the Smith. Wait, no, he'll lose the Smith as soon as he gets to the basement.
Uh-huh. Because the follower would overwrite.
I don't think he's gonna leave Zeridian just because it's so much harder to get here than it is to pick up Smith.
I mean, he can mirror at the base thing and run over and turn into Smith. He's at Checkerboard Cave.
That's a good point. Oh, right on that bush. Lame.
I mean, I'm impressed, Gamma. Landed on the bush directly. That's actually incredible.
That Smith has seen some things. No one's gonna believe him with the stories he's gonna tell. our commoners have some strong words for Faker for not doing the climb yet, and yeah, he's really putting it off as long as he can.
I mean, the reason I feel like it would have been played differently is I don't know if Faker would have put off the climb if he was allowed to hover. That's the only reason I say that.
Yeah, but I mean, by your own admission, right? The logic is very much pointing towards. There we go. Finally, he's going back in.
We do not know where ice is yet, but we're kind of running out of entrances. It's kind of in this area.
It ain't there. Meyer entrance is dead. Peevestown was under the rock, and then let's see. I assume that they've already checked Dark Sanctuary. I must have just missed it. So it's
Faker would have gone there by now if he hadn't.
right. So it literally has to
Hey,
be
there's
one of
numbers.
these two entrances. Yeah, ice has to either be Desert Palace North entrance. There's nothing left, except for. Did we check Hammerpeg Cave? Yeah, I think we did.
Yes, we checked the Hammerpeg's entrance.
Yep.
Ice Palace is here. Alright, so is our Eastern Big Key in here? That is the current question we have. That's the only thing Gamma could want right now.
So here's the other thing, is that we don't actually have the Ice Palace big key. We've only found a couple small keys. We can still, almost fully clear it, but we're going to be orphaning that big chest. Alright, I'll have to have Flip Heel tell Gamma about the bomb strat.
I'm not blaming it, Telethar. Trust me, I like the hovering ban.
Yes, same.
I'm just devil's advocating that it would have played differently.
I've never seen that strat. I've got to learn that one.
We've said that like 6 times now, Gamma.
I need to watch him more often. That was awesome. Nope.
Nice.
He will not be orphaning
vanilla
that big
Big
chest.
Key.
The first bow was in Sphere 1 somewhere super early. The second bow was on the back of Spectacle Rock Cave, which the entrance to that we only just found recently at the Desert Palace West entrance. All right, Faker's reaction. Is he gonna drop bombs on it? I would.
A lot of people don't meme around like that, to be fair. So now, I'm pretty sure we only have one big key left in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just the Eastern.
So we are now ATR small key from Logic on our hook shot.
Yeah, at this point I would be abandoning Logic.
Oh, same. But I'm on commentary. I'm more willing to track it regardless. I find it interesting to see what the game expects you to do compared to what you do to get around it.
Well, Flippers, there was nothing in no. Well, there was one thing in Swamp Palace that was required, right? It was just
Yeah, the
It
mitts.
was just the mitts. And then I guess that presumes then that there's just nothing at all in Eastern Palace, which we know that Faker didn't find anything in the front of it, so that makes sense. So those just must be at the
Oh,
very
hey,
end
Butter.
of logic.
So I guess next Gamma goes to Thieves Town? Because he's here?
I mean, yeah, if you're here, you do Thieves Town, because he's got to do extra checks regardless.
14
Yeah.
racers, 10 move on. There are 6 runners already locked in the brackets from being not 6 and 2. And by not 6 and 2, nope, Gamma jumps off the ledge and he's out of here.
Didn't like Thieves Town. I guess there was Flute in Eastern, but that logically is irrelevant.
That's convenience, not
Yeah.
required. It's logically locked behind going to the Mire area.
Logically locked behind doing the whole game. Faker is about to get his hook shot.
And Gamma going back to Desert. Gamma going for Pod, because this goes to the TR entrance.
Yeah, that's perfect. That makes sense. You have to clear pod anyway. He's got the keys now to full clear it. He's going to do that because you should do what you have to before you do what you... Switched over to his notes real quick. Yeah, he needs to find Eastern Palace. I don't think there's anything left that he hasn't checked aside from Hammer Pegs and Ice Palace entrance.
Oh no, that was a Bitey switching to those. That was Bitey switching to a schedule for Go Mode podcast. Mentor training.
Oh, I see.
I mean, I'm with Gamma. I'm with Bitey. Check out those races too.
Yeah, definitely. We have 14 people racing. We're just covering 2 of them.
Oh no, I'm referring to Bitey accidentally opening the Go Mode podcast schedule. Check that tournament out too. I'm surprised at some of these names that Ruby's listing as just now getting to their climb.
Late Pit, Kappa all in the climb right now. Oh no. This is not a good, like, I guess a lot of people did something similar to Faker, just checked every single thing before doing the climb.
Everything that is out of logic behind the climb. Gamma going for Helmasaur first, which is the correct play.
Yep. I decided to do that in one of my most recent races, and I was jokingly saying, I only needed Ice Rod for Go Mode. What if Ice Rod's here? And then it was.
Yeah, no. If you're Go -1, you start with the boss that you have to kill and not the slower big chest in the back.
Yeah.
You can go back in for that after.
Yeah. Big key to Dark Palace.
Which puts FakerJr at just needing the Eastern Big Key.
Where did they hide it? I think Gamma has orphaned a couple of like singular checks. Like I don't think he's done Catfish.
Gamma, I think did Catfish.
Did he?
I think, but it's Gamma. You never know if he's done Catfish until he's done it.
I've never seen you stand below Argus to hookshot those. That was fast. Gamma knows, or not Gamma, Faker knows where his eastern is, so he doesn't have to worry about that, but he needs to find his ice. I thought he was in the Misery Mire area for a bit, but maybe he's heading there soon. He's going over to
I think this is the connection there.
Turtle Rock West. This is Mountain. He's going to Pod.
He just pulls pod key.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
So, other than Eastern, which we know doesn't have it, we have 2 more items, excuse me, 3 more items in Misery Mire. We have 4 more items in Pod, not Pod, Thieves. I was looking at Faker's Pod, and it's like, oh, Pod. But
So,
Thieves,
Zeruvian postulated something earlier about Ped being in play. And neither of our players have checked Ped.
it's in play. Saha has an item. Ped, I think that's about it. The bigger problem is Myers have terrible spots to get back to.
It really is. What's your best way? You've got to get to probably CAC, take the Dark Connector over to the ferry.
Ferry.
What is it called? Ferry something. Oh no, it's called Mire Hint. I'm sorry.
But no, Myers easy to get to. We have Flute and Mitts. No, but the dungeon for Meyer is at Graveyard Ledge.
Oh yes, my bad. I thought you meant Mire area. Yeah, he has Flute and Mid, so that's pretty easy for him.
Thieves is in the Meyer area. That's again Flute and Mitts. That'll be easy.
So the back of Thieves, the back of Mire, and that's basically it.
Everything is locked behind a pendant dungeon right now. Or has did
Let's not forget the bat under the tree.
You're right.
And
I would like to forget that.
what about Moldorm 2 and the pyramid lumberjack item?
I said checks that exist only.
Hey, listen, everyone wants to see pain, and I'm just imagining the most painful thing that could possibly happen.
Picking up purple chests on the way to activate Flute, not a bad call.
Use DM when it shows up.
Okay, to be fair, Telethar is on vacation in Europe right now,
Oh, okay.
so it's like 10 o'clock over there.
I hope he's having a good vacation. Purple chest. So we're gonna find out purple chest finally. Ten arrows.
Fluting to the mountain, Mimic Cave.
I like how our runners are within 20 rupees of one another.
I like how our runners have 2,000 rupees.
They are rich. Gamma's climbing the mountain to check.
Ether tablet, I think.
Oh yeah, he hasn't gotten
No.
that. No. Or
Hookshot cave?
wait, did we orphan? Did he ever come back to
He
Pyro
checked it
cave?
from the. He checked it with the mirror from the
Oh, you're right.
bridge.
Oh, he's going back to Hookshot. Okay. Oh, he never looted it.
He didn't have a hookshot when he was here, so this makes sense. I don't know why you don't mirror to check this from pod when you were here earlier, but that's okay.
Airhead forgot. I don't know.
I'm the one with fluff for brains.
Hey, listen. My fluff, all up in this brain. We can compete on that.
I'm literally on a pilot spoiler team named Fluff for Brains.
Okay, I guess you win on that front.
All right, we're doing Green Pendant Thief sound. Green Pendant makes sense to go after first.
Yep, definitely. We have Sahasrara in. I marked him. Where did he go? He's over on Light Shopping Mall. I don't know what to call it. Ice Rod Cave. He's
Is
in
he in ice? He's in Ice Rock Cave. I think you should call it Ice Rock Cave. So Green Pendant Thieves Town, fully in logic. I think it's fully in logic.
It should be. Yeah, because the big key was in Skull Woods.
Skull Woods behind the boots, which I think we're in logic for the boots. No, we're not. So, the boots are locked by all 4 GT small.
Gamma's tracker says that he's found 4 GTs. No, he's found 3. Huh. They've both found 3.
I think the 4th GT small's in Mire. At what point do I just give up on this logic thing?
I mean, not soon enough, clearly. You needed to give up on it right after doing Hyrule Castle. I think that's the correct time.
No, you have to keep that in mind still.
Not Hyrule Castle, I'm sorry. Ganon's Castle.
GT. Thieves Town Big Chest. Is it gross? It is gross. It's the logic for Left Side Swamp. Or, excuse me, Left Side Mire.
No one's gotten validation chest because there was a required climb.
GFE's asking if anyone on the other 6 streams has, since Ruby's playing Command Center.
Right. I mean, I don't think so, because you'd have to climb again.
Nobody has reclimbed, which is a pretty desperate last location, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, no one's excited
desperate
for that.
I don't know which is more desperate, Castle Tower for Magic Bat or GT Reclimb.
Or Pedestal. They're all really bad.
Pedestal is the least bad because you have to clear 2 dungeons with checks in them.
You know, you're not wrong. And honestly, at this rate, it's looking possible.
I mean, next up, we're gonna flute over to do Saha. Cold Stare went a little out of control for Faker there.
He had it handled. Recovered really easily. Wasn't scared at all, even though he still has.
I mean, he has plenty of health left. It's just it went a little out of control.
Yeah.
Saha's for Larsher has the bug net, so hard required.
I hate the bug net. I literally never use it, and it's just an extra item to cycle through.
Okay, but it's hard required in the stream because it's Gamma's favorite item.
Okay. You can just imagine a Pichu running in the fields, catching bugs. Like SpongeBob.
FakerJr is going to clean out Thieves Town now.
I imagine he's gonna full clear it.
I mean, I think when you're in the area and it's full clearable and you're running out of checks, I think you have to.
Yeah.
Gamma running for Meyer.
I gotta watch Gamma to learn this strat. Okay, okay. Yeah, the fire rod clear of this room is fast.
Yes, it is. Alright, where's this, big key?
Hey,
That's a
it's
pain in
Berna.
the big chest. It's just not the right one.
Well, we have the right.
Yes, we do. I'm a little bit surprised. We're going. I mean, I guess it's actually kind of slow to dip back in.
All the rando chatter. It has to be somewhere. It has to be somewhere. You're right. It has to be somewhere, but that somewhere
see-
could be somewhere terrible.
You see, Alazun had this seed specially made to remove Crystal Eastern's big key, so that nobody wins.
That would be very funny, and the worst troll to have ever happened in any tournament.
At which point, I would. Okay, so. Okay. I missed that we got TR key there. That means our boots are finally in
Wait, where was it?
conditional key logic much? No, that was TR key. Our hookshot is in logic.
Hey, wait. What about the small key that no one collected on the desert ledge?
Gamma collected it.
Oh, he did. Okay.
It's bond key. Alright, so on our way to Vitreous. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, if I found 100% and found out there was no big key, I would then forfeit the race and then go clear Eastern anyways, because I can.
It's it's just one of those places, right? Oh man. Yeah, I mean, unless Gamma finds it right now, it's either Ped or they've got to climb something. Oh, Zeruvian's paying attention to another stream. Apparently, someone has decided to climb GT again. We might know about it. We might find out. Gamma making quick work of Vitreous. Players of this caliber, of course,
I mean,
have no issues with
one.
bosses.
1 silver arrows.
Hey, there's that mirror shield.
Alright,
So
let's go,
Mirror shield was not the logical way to get the cape then. It had to be, or I'm sorry, not to get laser bridge. I mean, it had to be the cape.
well, did anybody want to go Paul Pedestal?
I mean, Gamma does.
I mean, Gamma's down to that, Castle Tower, and GT. He is on a massive last location at 2 hours and 8.5 minutes.
Yup. And if it's not here, we're gonna have a bad day. Well, they're gonna have a bad day. I'll be laughing all the way home.
We're having a great day. You and I are not playing this race.
Aren't you glad you aren't playing it now? We would have gotten trolled so hard. Alright, what do you got, Gamma? Bombs! He didn't even read, he just blindfolded it.
I mean, blind ped pulls, they're fun. Alright, it's 2 items versus 1. You're going up against GT.
Yeah, I guess. Gamma seems to agree.
It is a huge time loss, but Gamma's on a restream. He wants to... That's one of the things. Oh, Gamma's doing Bombos tablet at the same time. This all checks out. So it's 3 to 1. You definitely do GT.
This seed is going to create controversy. I have a feeling several people are going to have feelings about not having been able to hover.
Literally, I think we're about to find our Eastern Big Key. Past validation. Past Moldorm.
I'm with you on that, Bitey. I think most people would check read the pedestal first if you have the book. I think Gamma wanted to go for swag. I don't know. I mean, oh, Faker. Oh no, he just found Castle Tower for the first time, so I don't think he's gonna climb it.
With how little he has left, I actually think he might.
Actually, oh yeah, he did all of his other. He might. It's not a. It doesn't feel good to do this whole thing for one check, and Lord knows I'm bored as heck when I'm fighting Aga 1. When
Okay,
I'm
he's
fighting
out.
Aga 1, I'm questioning. Yep, he's gone. I'm questioning every decision that led me to Aga 1.
You remember how I said that the scene would be a complete different story if Faker was allowed, if people were allowed to hover?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Who
it's
knew I
interesting to
was
have-
right for the wrong reason?
Who? I mean, who could possibly have seen it having such a big impact in such a high-profile race? It's actually amazing. Baker also needs to get his Bombos tablet. And then is he gonna climb too? I think he might prefer to climb over going to Misery Mire, but I mean he's got Flute, he can be wherever. Back Dark World?
Just bumped into the hitbox.
Yep, he's climbing too. Looks like everyone decided that it should be here. So it would be extra funny then if it's on Castle Tower, right?
I don't think it's on Castle Tower.
It's probably not.
I have a feeling that we're about to be a little upset at this location.
But it would be very funny. I mean, it could just be validation chest. I don't know.
10 advance out of 14. Holy smoke.
Alright, here we go. Validation chest. Is the big key here? There
Yes.
it is!
Be right back. I'm DMing Telethar.
Wow!
Well, we're about 5 minutes or less from done with this seat on Gamma's side, and not too much further for FakerJr.
We gotta make sure to ask Gamma how he feels about the hovering day.
I mean, Gamma can't hover.
Oh, well, I imagine he feels really good about it then. I know I would. Gamma's just closing it out now. Couple easy, easy rooms, and then the big G. Faker's gonna find his big key. He won't have bothered with Misery Mire. That'll save him some time. So he's not gonna end up that far behind. I mean, like 5 minutes.
3 or 4.
Yeah, see, this is the downside of it not doing NMG, is I don't know timings for things.
I'm mostly removing it because you have to factor in the all the doors here are now open. You don't have to take time to deal with the mini Helma, go through here. You get to this chest, although in this case, FakerJr need a health refill. Yeah. And now Gamma just has to go to the castle and fight a pig.
Faker's hovering on land. And he gets his big key. Ooh, that big key.
Oh good, we get the Spaceballs reference. I'm trying to think if I would have decided that it's a qualifier and I pulled the hookshot, I'm gonna climb GT for fun. There's a chance I might have, but I think it would have been a good idea to do so.
I don't. If I was playing it, I don't know. I feel like it's too much of a gamble, and I would have put it off.
Oh, but it's funny and it's a qualifier. I don't know if I would have cared enough.
There is that.
Because I do play big races differently than I do 1v1s.
These big races, you usually want to play safer. I mean, in my experience. Gamma shooting the rest of his silver arrows at the big pig on the wall before he raises his sword in victory.
Yeah, he's just trying to open the door. Yeah, get some GGs in chat for Gamma Chew, who has finished in
2:17.
second place. 2 hours, 16 minutes, and 55 seconds, earning second place in this race. Friday finished at 2:14.23, although we kind of knew Friday was ahead, given that he was informed of us. We were informed of him climbing first in chat.
And right now we have 5 finishers. Still 9 people left who couldn't make it. So, so Faker has a pretty good shot, especially considering we heard other people getting to the second climb later than him, or the first climb later than him. I mean,
He didn't. I don't think FakerJr didn't touch Meyer at all, did he?
I don't think he even found it. I don't think he wanted to find it, honestly. We have 7 finishers. Faker's on his way.
I mean, at the time of the race, we're on delay, you have to keep in mind. At the time of the race, I believe we're only at 3 finishers.
Oh, good point. Wait, yeah, he finished 4th. I didn't even see.
Don't
I
spoil
forgot
that.
about the delay.
And we've been joined in the voice channel. Is that Gamma Chew?
Hello, hello. Yes, it is.
Good morning, Gamma Chew.
Congratulations.
GG's.
Good morning. GG. Gosh, it was 1 seed.
So how about that for a play-in race, Gamma?
Yeah. imagine double dip, double climb GT required. I felt good overall early on. It's just the end started to turn into slog again, and I was doing my best to try to dodge the climb.
Don't worry. FakerJr tried to dodge the climb the first time.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everybody would. When I was getting to the point where I was almost out of logical checks to put that pro in logic, I at first I naturally assumed, okay, it's just like the key somewhere silly, I don't know, went off. And when I almost had like no logical checks left, I'm like, okay, I think there's something more behind it, like a hook shot or a mirror, probably upstairs in GT. But I try to do a few other things, like, you know, put it off. Maybe, you know, I could get that hook shot before coming, you know, doing that play. But no, it's just like the play was just like, you know, I have to go. There's nothing else good left. And yeah, it was just boast right there.
Telethar had suggested that the top of GT could have mirror or that small key, and then it had both of them.
I was expecting a hook shot or mirror behind, you know, blocking that key. I didn't expect both of them just sitting right there in Hope Room, which I thought was a little ridiculous.
I was going to ask what your thoughts were on finding both of them there.
Yeah, I just rolled my eyes so hard. I got a little migraine doing so.
Also, hate to interrupt a moment, but I would like to say GG's to FakerJr finishing in 4th place. Both of you qualifying for this for the final bracket.
Yeah. This is the kind of seed I really do like for playing though, because this is something like almost everybody's just gonna last okay, right? So it's like, you know, the longer the seed drags out, I feel like the better it would be for me, especially this kind of scenario, because nobody wants to climb twice. Let's be real.
No.
Once you climb once, you're done. Like, I'm not going back there. All I had left was what do you call it? Powder, Aga.
Yeah.
So
I just say there was part of me that was going, would I have had the moment of consideration of climb, because I know my opponents won't.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's a very risky gamble.
Yeah, I feel like almost everybody would put it off. I feel.
Yeah, I agree.
So, and it just, and in my mind, it's just, you know, the key is just sitting up there. That's it. Nothing else. No other, you know, like mirror, hook shot. No logical chain behind it.
How do you feel about that hover and Northern bounce ban now?
Well,
I
mean,
doesn't matter in this case.
Yeah, I said it before. If I bounced, I could bounce, but that would have just destroyed me, because I probably, I don't know, do Aga 1 and just orphan that forever. That one chest. I mean, it's more beneficial to me because I don't hover, so, you know, I'm okay with just, you know, the rules. But I also understand people, you know, that have the ability to hover to, you know, also be able to pull that off, you know, use their skill set. So, you know, I'm cool either way. At the end of the day, everybody's gonna play, right? Most people will just join along.
Mm-hmm.
So.
The only reason we even ask is it was very evident on this seed. I actually made a comment, because I actually made a comment during the race that because FakerJr did everything in and out of logic before doing GT climb.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yes. He did. He got his mirror about an hour 45.
Hmm. Okay. Wow. That's
so.
Yeah, that's a big feels bad.
Yeah. So. And I basically said at one point that if hovering was allowed, I actually think it plays out very differently for FakerJr in this case.
Yeah, I mean, I could see him, like anyone that's able to hover, maybe make for an early play and avoid isolating any checks up there. And it's in logic, you know, there was 2 checks in logic. I don't think we had 3 keys. I don't think I did. No, I don't think I did.
Big key was in Super Bunny Cave at Saha.
Yeah.
So.
It was very fitting to find my last GT small key right before entering GT. Like, okay, now that puts that one much.
You had to find
Mhm.
it before it was in logic. Clean hands.
Yes, of course, absolutely. That's what made me do the play. I actually had no intention to do the climb at all until it was in logic too, because I only had 3 keys. I need one more key to put in logic. Next play was gonna be Aga, but I don't know. I have no idea. I feel like people probably disregard logic, and maybe it's like a GT small key behind powder and the Eastern big key on top of GT. I don't know. At that point, I was just a little nervous because I only had 3 keys. There was 4 keys to unlock Moldum 2 chests logically.
Well done on your very efficient 201.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 200 was my go mode. Classic cross keys.
Fastest time in this race was 2:14. It wasn't exactly a quick one.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to the brackets, Gamma?
Absolutely. I can't wait to see who I go up against.
Actually, I think with one thing we actually can say is I think we actually do know who your opponent's going to be.
Oh, you're able to see them?
On the grounds of the fact that you're seed 8 and you're in second place, which puts you at seed 8, which means you, in a traditional bracket, you'd be playing seed 9, I believe.
Seed 9. Who is that?
Who I think would be Goomba.
Wow. Wow, that's early on. That feels like the race I had versus Gem not long ago in Casual Boost Top 32. You don't expect to face a strong runner, like a really scary name, right? Early on.
I mean, Gamma, you are a really scary name.
Yeah, thank you. That'll be fun, though. I'm sure that'll be fun, and hopefully we get another seed like this. We'll see how it goes.
We saw all sorts of cool room strats from you that we're probably gonna take some time to copy.
I had never seen. I'll be honest. I had never seen the Ravis strats for Dark Lake.
Oh, the bomb jump. Yes. A lot of this tech I pull off, Ravis is kind enough to share. And I see I'm like, oh my gosh, this is actually pretty cool. This is something I didn't know.
Yeah, you blew our minds with the lake, so.
Yeah. I have very limited bombs too. I'm like, this works out perfect. And it pushed me to an early hammer too, which was very nice.
You got that hammer really early.
Yeah, I felt very good. Like, okay, I'm feeling pretty good. I don't think I'm in a bad spot. So, yeah, pretty good overall.
GG's, Gamma. Well done. Please, everyone, make sure to follow. I'm gonna say follow all 14 runners from this race, but in this case, follow Gamma 2 and FakerJr.
Yeah, and you too. Thank you, Leaf, and Kotose, thank you. Sorry. Thank you both for doing commentary and Bitey for putting up the restream. GG's to all the other runners too.
Great entertainment. It was really fun to watch. Great job.